You saw the approval rating of the global leaders which I sent you?
I didn't see the numbers yet.
If you had seen, then you could have said something. Now you see immediately.
So Modi 78, Biden 40, Trudeau 40. Let me see. Japan. Sunak is not so. Sunak is so unpopular.
Sunak will be unpopular because his country is in great crisis. So, if it was another leader other than him, he would have been gone. Because that is what happened to one or two who were selected before him. They could not be there for more than 1 or 2 months, or at the maximum 3 months. So he cannot do any miracle. And Britishers are very prejudiced people. They were first of all very unwilling to have a brown man as their prime minister. That's why I say these Abrahamic people they look very scientific. Only from if you go deeper, only from surface they look scientific. Otherwise, if you remove your specs, you're looking like a otherwise, if you look deeper, they are even now very racist. Actually, they should be grateful that a man is trying to save their country, but they are not supporting him the way they should have supported. So, but this is a common disease everywhere in the world. People can be ready to be destroyed. We have a very great destructive tendency in us, just to fulfill our ego. We cannot see what will be the consequence of our action. And this 78% which Modi, the approval rating of Modi is 78%. And the agency which has given this rate, every day they talk to 20,000 people every day. So, and then they go on collecting it, and after every month they will have this publish their rating. So maybe mostly they are talking to Americans. So people who are living in America, they have given Modi far more higher rate than Biden. And they say that the margin of error in this is plus 4% or minus 4%, not more than this. So it can be either, if it is plus 4, then 82% Modi's approval rating. If it is minus 4%, then it is 74%. But then there is another thing there. How many people don't like you? So 18% of the people don't like Modi. So his net approval rating is about 60%. And for Biden, 40% of the people have liked him and 52% have not liked him. So his approval rating, net approval rating is minus 12%. In the same way, all other politicians, their disapproval rating is far high. So, but this is not something which is like out of blue. What Modi has done in these 8 years, no world leader, no global leader is even nearby him. The kind of effort he puts in his 21 years as a Chief Minister of Gujarat and Prime Minister of India, he has not taken even one single day of holiday. Whenever he goes out, he will not waste his time sleeping in a hotel or anywhere. What he sleeps in the plane, get ready in the plane, and then straight away go to his work. At one place, at one country, will be having maybe 50-60 meeting in 2-3 days. So he is just tireless. And for him, his work is worship. His work is meditation. So he never gets sick. Where you are lost? You look like a complete idiot.
I'm not lost, Swami. I'm listening.
Are you interested or you are just listening because you are forced to?
Yeah, interested.
Really?
Yeah. I was just thinking, can I make my work also worship? Huh?
Only if you love me the same way as Modi loves his country. Modi loves his people. You need to love something totally, 100%. Then only you will become tireless. You will become total. Your energy will not be leaking. Now in Pakistan, their journalists, their people, they are realizing that they have understood that Modi is such a great leader that he can feed about 800 million people free for few years since Corona started. About 800 million people are being given food free because many of them have their earning has become very less or they have lost their job. Nowhere in the whole world they are feeding their people free. Not even in country which boast that they are very rich superpowers. They are not giving even 10 days of free meal to people. And Modi is not only providing food to his countrymen, he is providing to other countries also. That is his vision. India was a very corrupt country. Its leaders were really extremely corrupt. But since Modi has come, he has tried everything to change how bureaucracy functions, how the government functions. But people are not grateful. They are not. People are not thankful. And that is how they pave way for their own hell. There are people in this country who are offering you free things. If if you go on giving free things just to win elections, after some time all your revenue will end. All your money will be finished. So if you are interested in getting free things, free electricity, free water, free bus service, free food, then your country will become just like Pakistan or Sri Lanka. Now Pakistan has become, they don't need to go to hell. They are already in hell. The price of tomato there is 25,000 rupees. 2,500 rupees. 1 kg of egg is 385 rupees. No, 1 kg, 1 dozen. 1 dozen egg is 385 rupees. Petrol is almost moving towards 300 rupees. Dollar is 1 Pakistani rupees will be in few days 300 rupees of their currency. And now IMF, International Monetary Fund, is not ready to give them any loan. They will give them money only with very big condition that you increase the price of electricity maybe 2-3 times. You increase the price of petrol and everything. So a country which has nothing to eat, normal people has nothing to eat. If you go on increasing prices, they will die of starvation. There are poor women who have to sell their bodies for 10 rupees now because they have to feed their family. Maybe in one day they will have to sleep with 10 people just to get few rupees. This is what happens when you are not careful, when you are not responsible. So if you want to live in a good world, then you have to become responsible. Otherwise, if you think that you are free to do anything, without responsibility, you cannot be free. Responsibility is the other wing of the bird of freedom. Otherwise, the bird cannot fly. Both the wings are needed. If you want freedom, you will have to become responsible. That's why it is said, where there is lack of vision, people perish. If there was anyone else other than Modi in India at the time of Corona or this Russia-Ukraine war, India would have been in even a worse state than Sri Lanka or Pakistan. Because it is more populous. And these people would have sold this country. People like Rahul Gandhi or Kejriwal. The Indians should be very much grateful that we have a leader like Modi at top. If you are not grateful, then you will get leaders like Rahul Gandhi. Do you have anything to ask? And then there are people who claims to be very spiritual, like, what is his name? Achar Prashant. Neither he is an Achar. Because Achar means, it is, according to Jainism, Achar is a man who has come to know himself, who has has become enlightened. And then in his action it is reflected. What has happened inside him is reflected outside in his action. If silence has happened inside, you can feel that silence in his word, in his gestures. And his name is Prashant. That means he has become as silent, as calm as the ocean. But he is very restless. And he is very much against Modi. That's why I have a great doubt that whether who is funding him or whether someone is, because in India, if someone claims to be a spiritual person or an enlightened person, and if he is backed, he is supported, if he is funded, then he can influence thousands and millions of people. So it looks somebody is behind him. Otherwise, if you are man with an eye, if you are an awake person, then you will not mislead people. You will not take them astray. You can go on condemning that this has not happened, that has not happened. But it is very easy to condemn. To change something is very difficult. In 8 years, the kind of difference which Modi has brought to this country, he has done almost a miracle in a country which is in deep slumber. It is. Everyone should be grateful to him. Otherwise, if you are not grateful, then you will also have a taste of hell very soon. You have anything to say?
Just now when you said that the women have to sleep with 10 men in one day just to maybe get some money for food, just maybe for food, then I suddenly felt myself, I'm so grateful that the situation here is allowing me to have a really good life. It's like what they have to go through, it's really unimaginable. You have to sleep with 10 men a day just to get food. That's just really, really very pitiful.
That's why one need to be very alert. When we were young, then in trucks, it was written at the back of the truck, Satarkta gayi durghatna hui. In Hindi it was written. That means the moment you lose your alertness, that very moment accident will happen. So if you are not alert, then whatever good life you are having will be all gone. Whatever is in one's hand, one should do. More than that, if something is not in your hand, then you cannot do that. And not only for India, Modi gave vaccine free to 70 countries. So the whole world should be grateful to him. He is providing food to any country which is really in need. So the whole world should be thankful. Find a real good leader is very difficult. There is a possibility maybe he may have some weakness. But where you will find a perfect man? Even if he had some weakness, that has to be accepted. We are all the time just looking for where is the imperfection. I can only say something just by comparing him with other leaders and the kind of change he has brought to this country in these 7-8 years. One should be thankful for that. And if you are expecting too much, then what you are doing? Those who are condemning all the time, they do nothing. Change things, it is very difficult. He has certain ability to bring the best out of people. Like Shankar, who is the foreign minister, he was, I think he retired and he would have got a very good, decent job anywhere. But when Modi called him, then he joined in politics. He said that this was a great opportunity to change things because the leader, we got a leader who is really interested in changing things. So he joined him, and then he's full of praise of Modi and because Modi works so much, then all his ministers have to work. I was just seeing an interview of few days back, an interview of Kiran Rijiju. He is our law minister. He is a young man. Not that I think he must be in his 50s. Very fit man. He is of the same race like you, Mongolite. So there was a small video he was taking of his daughter because he had very little time to share with them. So she was saying that you have to come to my school because they are asking for my parents. So he said that I have no time to go. I have no free time to go there. So she said that you ask your boss that you're in her daughter's school. They are asking for the parent. So she was speaking in her own sweet way. Boss means Modi. So you ask your boss that give you a holiday, give you some time to be with me. And she said that then he will give you holiday. If you tell like this, then he will give you holiday. Your boss will give you holiday. So they also say that when Modi works so much, then we also have to work that. When change happens at top, then other people just follow it. in BJP, they have decided that after 75, you cannot be in active politics. But this rule should not be applied to Modi, because he is working with far more energy than any young man. The rule was made only because as you grow old, you are not able to work much. But Modi is an exception to that rule. Just now I saw the news. There has been an earthquake. Could not see it very clearly. In Richter scale, 7.8 magnitude. It is a very big earthquake in Turkey and in Syria, I think. About 1,500 or something people have died already, maybe. So that means there will be a lot of death, maybe in thousands. Because this is just the initial news, so maybe 20,000, 30,000, maybe even more, because first you don't get dead bodies, houses collapse, then people are buried inside there. So we should be very alert that our life is also an accident. Any moment it can disappear. So one has to live very carefully. Do you have anything more to say?
Nothing more, Swami.